United Kingdom Prime Minister Keir Starmer, in his address at the 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly, voiced support for Indian representation as a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. This follows similar calls from US President and the French President Emmanuel Macron for India's inclusion. Now, addressing the General Assembly, the UK Prime Minister said that the Security Council has to change to become a more representative body, willing to act, not paralyzed by politics. Listen into what he said.
We want the system to deliver for the poorest and most vulnerable. Then their voices must be heard. We need to make the system more representative and more responsive to those who need it most. So we will make the case, not just for fairer outcomes, but fairer representation in how we reach them. And this also applies to the Security Council. It has to change to become a more representative body, willing to act, not paralysed by politics. We want to see permanent African representation on the Council. Brazil, India, Japan and Germany as permanent members, and more seats for elected members as well.
Run on the telecast with me, Brian. More support that is being garnered at the United Nations General Assembly summit that is taking place. And there you have it. Keir Starmer, the United Kingdom Prime Minister, also endorsing India to be part of the UNSC along with Brazil, Japan and Germany.
Well, Megha, definitely now UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer also, in his address at the 79th session of the UN General Assembly, voiced support for Indian representation and even as a permanent member of the UNSC. Now this, definitely this follows similar calls from both US President Joe Biden and even French President Emmanuel Macron for India's inclusion as well. And Megha, it's very important to note as well that addressing the General Assembly also, the UK Prime Minister said that the Security Council has to rather change to become a more representative body, willing to act and not to paralyzed by politics, and says that rather he wants to see permanent African representation also on the council. Brazil, India, Japan and Germany are permanent members and more seats for elected members as well. And this development also becomes very crucial and comes a day after US President Joe Biden and both French President Emmanuel Macron also batted for India's admission as a permanent member of the UNSC, and now currently it consists of 5 permanent members and 10 non-permanent members.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.